Mr. Timmerman, please start us off.
Hi, John.
Hi, Tom.
With the when you face a must-win situation like this, what does that do to your in-game planning? Between you got to score a goal, that's going to be essential. How does that affect how you plan the game?
There's a lot of different things that come into it when you're in this situation. There's a lot of different scenarios that you go through in your mind that you think could happen in the game. If you just look at us and our past performances, we need to get better defensively. We need to make sure that we limit a very dangerous Minnesota team with their attacking players and, contain them as much as we possibly can to put ourselves in a position where we can be successful in this game. And then as the game goes on, there's a lot of situations that could arise and possibilities that we would have to change tactically because we know that we have to go for the win. That's going to open us up, that we're going to have to take some risk if that's the case late in the game, because there's no point for us to play safe and play for a draw on this one.
Did you like how the two nines looked last week? Is it something you think about doing on a regular basis?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I thought about it for a long time before Simon was here. When last year we had Nico and Klauss, that was a really good pairing. Simon's different than Nico, but I've seen that a lot in training where that relationship between Klauss and Simon is already showing some really good signs of progress. So it's a possibility for us for sure. Think about late in the game, if we are needing to go in search of a goal, that's certainly something that we would think of.
Coach, going back to Minnesota, is it difficult with a team like that hasn't necessarily played often, just with their shorter Leagues Cup run wins by, so they've had just the lack of game film as they have advanced their game as well?
No, I think Eric Ramsey's doing a really good job as a first-year head coach in this league, and he's making it really clear what he expects of his team. I see a lot of continuity in the way that they've tried to play all year long. That doesn't make it easier on us. They've added new players and particularly some dynamic attacking players. So I think we know that we have our work cut out for us. And at the same time, we're focused on ourselves and can we continue to be a team that creates many chances while, as I said earlier, limiting the ones that we give up.
And talked recently about just the position battles at fullback and in the midfield. And how has that been this week? Okay,
it's torturous on my mental state. I'll tell you that. It's not easy. It's a credit to our team that guys are coming in and competing and absolutely fighting for the spot and trying to make my job hard, and they are. But that's why I feel really good about our group right now, because it's a healthy kind of competition, and there's a mutual respect between the players where they know they're going after it. So that's nice. That doesn't happen all the time. Coach can do 1,000 things to try to get that to happen. It's happening right now, and that's great for us.
Schwartz.
Coach, someone asked me this question, so I'm going to ask you. Is this team...
Tom, I know this is going to be like some razzle-dazzle question that I've never heard of because you come up with these gems, but go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Is this team ruthless enough? And if it is not ruthless enough, how do you teach ruthlessness? Does that qualify as one of my questions?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
I don't think we're ruthless enough now. Very candidly, we're not. We haven't figured that out yet. And that's something that we need to get better at. I hope we can do that by Saturday night. But we're really close. We're really close. So when I sit up here and I think and I hope and I look at what we can do, I'm very optimistic that we will do it. But we're not there yet.
Health-wise, Klaus, Rasmus, Horn, are they 90-minute ready?
They better be. Because I'm not, no, you better be. Klaus came in for treatment on what day was that? Monday? Monday. And I said, Klaus, I'm going to run the shit out of you in training tomorrow. And he was like, oh man, no. And then after training, he's like, you weren't lying, were you? And I said, no, I told you what was going to happen. So it's a credit to the work ethic that these guys have. And it's nice as a coach when you can push guys and joke around with them, you know, in the training room about what is coming up and the expectation that I have on them and on the training field. It's a nice thing to do.
Did you feel you just had to push Klaus, or do you feel you had to push the entire?
Definitely have to push Klaus. Definitely that's a requirement on a daily basis. But the rest of the team, they're in good ways that way.
I didn't get to ask you this after the game. But have you used that memo technique often of sending notes out to players on the field about, I guess, changing formations?
Yeah, Klaus had a job to do. It took him a little too long to get it done, but it was a confusing situation, and we were changing our shape, and that meant that a number of guys had to understand that and move. It worked really well in that moment, and sending a little memo out that you can pass around really quickly is sometimes more efficient than just a player going on and doing it. So it was helpful.
Did you actually write the memo, or did
No, I scream at Elvire,
yeah?
and then he gets it wrong half the time, and then I have to scream at him again. But that's our process.
Was it like a diagram, or was it actual words of tell Kessler to go?
I'm not going to give you all the secrets, Tom. I'm going to keep some of those close to my chest.
Just trying to
So,
find color to enhance. I'd
it
love,
was,
you know, I
it
wish
was
there was
a,
a
it was a
copy.
stick figure drawing of what I wanted Klaus and Simon to do in that moment.
What else?
Uh, so was practice a lot about defense this week?
Yes and no. I mean, look, when we are better on the ball, we are better defensively. So like we worked on how we attack a lot too, because that initiates us into being ready to defend the way we want to defend. It puts us in a position on the field where we can dictate things a little better when we know we can play into an area and then counter press if we lose it. And we know we're going to lose it at times. We're going to make a mistake. The opposition's going to make a great play. You know, it's one of those constant give and takes. My point is that you can't just focus on the defending, because the attacking side, and clearly we're trying to become a team that can be much better with the ball. And if we dictate it with the ball, we'll be more ready for the hard moments when we have to play against it.
Yeah.
Just going off what you said, if you can share, how high up then are you focused on the defense? Starts anywhere on the field. People tend to look at it when it's in the box, but of course it can start ahead. Is it focused higher up on the field?
Yeah, I mean, we try to do everything as a group. So if I'm telling Adu he has to do this much work, it's probably the same message that I'm sending Klaus, you know, or Simon. Every player is different and they have individual characteristics. You know, like a perfect example is Durkin and Adu. Like Durkin sometimes does too much work, but that relationship is maybe why Durkin does some of that. My point is that for us to be a good team, we need everybody. And so you ask your nine to do a ton of work, because the triggers that we're trying to collectively be impactful when we go press or when we repress, it's taking the whole group, not just a select few.
If Klaus is ready to go 90, does that mean he could be starting this week?
He could be. There's a chance that he could be. There's a chance that he might be sitting in this press conference because he might be in that actual role. But we won't tell any of those secrets yet, right, Gaspy? Yeah, he is. Gaspy's fuming right now, by the way.
You're above him on the chain, so he just, you know.
I'm an interim. Like, I don't know where I am on the chain, but I'm certainly not above Gaspy. I'll tell you that. He's the one bossing me around all the time. So
I think if Mark was fuming, that'd be one thing, because he's like a vice president. Klaus. Welcome to this charming gathering.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's it felt? You've played 2 games back. How's it been?
Yeah, pretty good. Of course, it's never easy, like after nine weeks, but yeah, I think the team is playing a good way, and this helps a lot.
Do you feel ready to go 90 minutes?
Yeah, I think I have to try first, and then I can tell you. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. As I said before, like run was never an issue for me during this injury, so I stopped for 2 weeks, and then I was back running on the field. This helped a lot, but of course, game is different, and yeah. When the hack thinks it's the right moment for me to start a game or to try to go 90 minutes, then we will talk and we will see if I can do it.
How's it coming off the bench with the time you've got? How's that felt for you?
Yeah, felt pretty good. I think what I can do right now, it's try to support my teammates the best way that I can. Try to be there for them, and when I have the time on the field, try to help them. So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be very, very positive, encourage them that we still can do something really good this season. The season's not over yet, and we are not thinking about 2025. We our head is in these 6 games. I think we still have a chance, and we will try to take it.
Justin?
And Joe, last year during your injury, you mentioned how hard it was just being away from the team and sitting out. Has it been easier that you've still been able to run, still been able to like be around the team and train little ways, even though you haven't been on the pitch?
Yeah, it's of course you want to be around as much as you can. Of course, when you injury, you train by yourself, and then you see your teammates training and how the team was playing, how the things was going. Of course, you feel like in a certain way that you wish that you could be there. I also had Rasmus and Nielsen with me, and I felt for them because we were in the same positions. But yeah, I'm just happy to be back, happy to be around the guys, and happy that I can help.
And then coming back, you have some new faces in your attacking group. Has it been nice to kind of mingle and grow that chemistry as you're getting back to this club?
Of course, I think now we have a lot of quality in front, and I think the whole team have a lot of quality right now. I felt like much easier to play. I think players they understand each other very well as well. It's players that they don't want to have the ball for a long time. Players that they want to play as a team. So yeah, this helps a lot. I said after the game against New England to the guys that I felt was much easier to play and be around. So I think we create a lot of chance, and that's what we want.
Daniel?
I was kind of going off of that. A lot of new players, but also in the time that you were gone, you got a new coach as well. I'm just curious, coming back into training with Coach Hackworth now at the helm, what kind of adjustment has that been for you? And how encouraged are you by maybe the new regime?
Yeah, Coach Hack it's here from the day one. I knew him from before. I worked with him in City 2 as well. So it's a amazing human being, a great coach. I knew that. So yeah, he's helping us a lot. He's bringing the confidence back to the team. I think the way the team is playing now show how good he is. Of course, it's sometimes people want everything done like in a week, and that's not how it works in soccer. He needs time. I think you already can see a very, very different team than before. And yeah, he's getting more options now. I think the chemistry in the team is getting better. I think we have better way how to fix the problems, how to create chances. I think like step by step we are going the right way. And yeah, the group is it's so happy to have Hack with us, and I think yeah, moving forward was a very good choice from the club.
Jen?
How about your subbing on at City Park with LA Galaxy? How did you feel about that? And also, the call out, you call into the fans recently on cheering. I talked to a member of the supporters group, one of the supporters groups, who said, Klauss asked us to cheer. We're gonna cheer even harder. How do you feel about reconnecting with the fans?
Yeah, for me, my relationship with them is very, very special. Everybody knows how connect with the club I am. I'm here from the day one. I was one of the first signs, and to be one guy that helped the team to from the start, it's something that I think it's one experience in life. So I'm very connected with the city, very connected with the fans. Also, I have to say thank you, because coming back from the injury, you don't know what to expect. And then when they give you so much love, this gives me also so much power to 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 give my best for them. And yeah, that's not a secret for anyone how happy I am here, how much I love the club, how much I like the people that work here. I have a great relationship with everybody. I know everybody in the club. I know the owners. The owners also, they are very close to us, so they do amazing job connecting with us, all the media staff, all the people. I know everybody, so I'm very, very happy. I appreciate what they do for me in all the moments, even in the tough moments. They are always there, not just for me, but for everybody. They always support us, and what I can promise them, that the season is not over, and we're gonna go for these 6 games with the best we can, with our best, and I'm sure if we don't make playoffs, we'll be for very small difference.
Top Shores?
Klaus, I know it had to be terrible to be sitting in the stands watching the game, but when you were doing that, when you were experiencing that, in your mind, are you being like a coach? Are you thinking, in this situation, this is what I'm going to do? Are you going to able to bring that to the field? What exactly is going on in your mind at that time, at that really horrible time?
Yeah, it's a growth moment. What I can try to do in this moment, it's try to understand how Heck wants us to play, what he wants from the striker, what he wants from the team offensively, defensively. So also I was talking a lot with Aiden, and that's also our new assistant coach. It's a guy that understands a lot about the game and helps me a lot. So I was always trying to talk to them, try to be around as much as I can. Of course, we cannot be in the locker room in game days or this kind of stuff. So I was always trying to be involved as much as I can, and yeah, trying to learn how Hex wants us to play, what he wants from his striker, and this kind of stuff.
Like a coach on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
The importance of this game this week, you have to beat Minnesota. How do you approach a game like that?
As I say, I think the team is in a good way right now. We are very confident. We know that's the most important game in the season for us right now. So we will need everybody. We will need all the players. We need our fans to be very loud in the stadium, bring the same energy, everybody in the same page. And yeah, it's a game that we have to win.
On Simon Betcher's goal against New England, you run and bring some defenders with you. How conscious of, as you see that play unfold, you're thinking, if I make this run, I know guys will go with me, and that'll leave.
Yeah, I think part of that is communication. Another part of that is not being selfish. I think that's what I like the most in the team right now. Everybody wants to help each other. Everybody wants to support each other, and everybody's happy for each other. So that's why I feel that this team is in the right way right now. And yeah, in this moment was just communication. When I run, I knew that Simon was running behind me, and when I heard him, I thought that it was the best decision in the moment.
Feel like you contributed to that goal even without touching the ball.
Yeah, I think it was a team goal. We start the pressing. If I'm not wrong, it was Durkin and Nokvi, or Edu and Nokvi. And then Nokvi won the ball, passed the ball to me, passed to Cello back to Simon. And this is how we want to do the things.
Is that something you've seen throughout your career, that defenders will follow you? That
Yeah,
you
for
can use
sure. Especially inside of the box, they have to. So that's why it's very, very important to have a good amount of players inside of the box, because it's impossible to defenders like to communicate so fast and make the best decision. And if you have numbers in the box, probably we will always have space.
Justin?
And yeah, you talk about how you feel like the team's going the right way and how it has found some new confidence under Coach Hackworth. What are the qualities that Hackworth has brought to the table that maybe allowed the team to find that confidence again or find themselves again?
Yeah, first, everybody had a great relationship with Hack, so we didn't have to build a relationship with him. Second, I think his philosophy matched very well with the players that we have now. Even defensive, we are talking that we have to get better defensive, but Hack, in his philosophy, he also wants to defend better with the ball. What that means, if we have the ball more time, if we can control the game with the ball, like that's not going to be dangerous for us. We're going to have time to breathe. We're going to have fresh legs, and we will have the chance also to score. So there's a lot of things that he's helping us. It's not easy for him like to take a team during the season that was not doing well and change everything. It's also difficult. He has to make like small adjustments during the period that he's in front of us, because if he change everything, gonna be difficult like to understand a complete new philosophy during the season. So he's making small adjustment every single week, and I think that's helping us a lot.
How grueling was practice this week?
Oh my God, he wasn't lying. It was very hard. I mean, but very good and very important for us.
Boss, thank you.
Thank you, guys.